The majority of music that you're going to hear is going to be original artists, and pretty much everything we're going to play is going to be open source, Sam. Open source. So it's downloadable.
I was going to say, that means you can borrow it.
Yeah, you sure can. You can download it for listening at your leisure.
I love it.
We understand that you're on the go. We understand that your cell phone, your iPhone, your iPad is probably not more than 3 feet away from you 90% of the day. People take them into the bathroom. 1 out of 4 cell phones contain fecal matter because of the projectile subsonic splatters of urine in the bathroom.
Urine spiders.
Yeah. You guys that stand up while you're peeing, just so you know, there are supersonic particles of urine flying around the room. They've been known to fly over 20 yards.
It's a big bathroom.
Yeah, well, no, they probably did it in a pissing match.
Oh, nice.
All right? You know, you got a toothbrush there. No problem. Little target. Right? The average person, if you did a test on a toothbrush, fecal matter, just like yourself. March of Dimes, polio, everybody thinks it was a vaccine. No, the vaccine just got it spreading. The guys from CDC that did all that to eradicate polio knew up front that there would be oral fecal transfer of the new vaccine. So they depended on those dirty doorknobs to spread the anti-polio vaccine. Wonderful, wonderful. And, you know, people don't wipe the handle at Walmart. I could never understand that one. Yeah. Little snotty kid.
Ew, and the kids usually, like has, like, a baby.
Yeah, they oral it.
Yeah,
they explore it with their mouth.
Yeah.
Even worse is when you go to the kids' clinic and you got the kids playing with the toys. You know, the sick leprosy kids playing with the toys out front, and then now your kids playing with it. Once again, the veterinarian's office. You bring your dog. He's sitting there on the floor with a leash, right? There was some freaking dog 10 minutes earlier with parvo getting it all over the floor. I'll dare you $100. Take a nice big lick off that tile at the veterinarian's office and see what you get. Just rub a piece of bread on it and wait a couple of weeks and see what grows on there, right? No problem. You bring your dog in. It's going to get the thermometer in the butt. They know it, right? They're scared. And in the meantime,
sense that, don't they?
They pick up a parvo. Now, when I look at my animals prior to the veterinarian visit, I often wonder how they're going to tolerate the thermometer in the butt. And like the cat, for example. The cat can turn into a mountain cat. Jesus Christ. I mean, but you know, when they get in there, once that thermometer goes in, man, they just freeze. They don't move.
They're pretty stiff.
Yeah. And then the guy pulls it out. 98.6. I don't know, whatever an animal's temperature is. I guess I can understand. You know, it's funny, Sam, that you brought that up.
Did I bring that up?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
When I was in the military, back in those days, when I was getting out, to get out, you got to get a bunch of physicals. I don't know how it is for all the services, but for the Navy, the guys in the Navy, you would get a massive physical. And usually there were lots of guys getting out, so you would be with a group in your underwear, going station to station, getting your physical to get out. Kind of thing. Yeah,
why do you have to have a physical to get out?
I don't know.
To make sure you're not spreading.
Yeah, make sure there's something not fucked up with it you're going to claim later and try to sue them. So anyway, you're waiting in lines all day. And I take it back, we had our clothes on at this point. You get an ear test, an eye test, you get your temperature taken. It's all, housekeeping, physical exam stuff. Well, anyway, we're waiting in line all fucking day. Between each station, there's a giant waiting line. And you're grab-assing and talking and stuff with the people in line with, But you're enlisted men. You're the peons. In the caste system, you're in the lowest form of amoeba. And so we're in these massive lines. All of a sudden, we're in this one line. And a lot of times you don't even know what the hell it is. You're just waiting in line. You're gonna go in the room one at a time. You don't know. Hearing test, who knows? So anyway, there's a whole bunch of us in line, and I've been waiting in line for like an hour and a half. And all of a sudden, these two officers come strolling up, and they go right to the head of the line. They're not going to wait in line with a bunch of enlisted men. No, these are officers, right? And so there was a little bit of, jumping line with the nurse when she opened the door the next time, and we're going in. Oh, okay. And these guys are fit and trim, totally squared away. Their gig line is straight. I mean, their uniform is squared away. And so they go in there, and they're in there for like 5 minutes together. Pretty soon they come out, and I noticed right away that their shirts look like they've been untucked. I was worried.
Dun,
I
dun,
finally
dun.
get up there. I mean, I was like 1 or 2 people away from going in. I go in there, and it was a black lady, doctor or something. And she's like, okay, I mean, Jesus Christ, no bedside manner at all. Just, okay, snip your pants down and bend over. You know, she's like, putting on a rubber glove. I swear to God, just like that, too. It's like, whoa, calamity, you know. I leaned over the bed, you know. Wow, just like the cat with the thermometer. I held really still. Felt like a goddamn broom handle.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to relax.
Well, how can you relax with something
Nah,
like
you
that?
know, not to mention men. Let me tell you something. If you're worried about your prostate, a digital exam can completely miss posterior tumors. So you're going through all that inconvenience, harassment, humiliation, to have a finger put in your butt. And digitally, they can't feel a tumor on the backside of the... Now, a lot of them are good at it, but you should know that men get ultrasounds, just like pregnant women. They
Right.
need you to have a full bladder and everything, and it gives you a 3-dimensional view of your prostate. So, next time they bring up, hey, we need to poke you in the butt with our finger, say, no problem. Schedule me an appointment for an ultrasound, and let's do this right. I'm shocked by how many physicians take the quickie, cheapy, shorty ride and just stick their finger in your butt and say, oh, you're cool. Later on, probably die. No problem. Now, I recommend an ultrasound, just so you know. Men don't know that.
Statistically, if men live long enough, they're going to get prostate cancer.
You know, now that we're talking about men,
Yeah.
our show's primarily a man show. People should know. It's not exclusive. If you're a chick and you're brawny or hot, you can listen to the show. But for the most part, you're going to find men's issues, men's stuff, men. Why? Well, we know the fact of our analytics, the listening audience is primarily men.
Right.
We know that. We're trying to please you. We want to entertain men, not little kids. So if you're a little kid, go to bed, goddammit. But I want to let you know, Sam.
Yes.
I checked with the content complaint line this morning. I had a sticky note on my desk.
Yeah.
Apparently, someone called in and complained to the Rocket Radio Show content complaint line
Oh, no.
over there in Nepal.
Oh, okay.
They're Indian. They're nice. Very good training. Anyway, that sticky note said that one of the listeners was getting tired of me blaming women for all problems in America.
Oh.
He said that I was an asshole because I blame women for all the problems in America. And I wanted to set the record straight. I don't blame all the problems in America on women. Just most of them. You know, let me give you a list. Let me give you a list, Sam.
You go for it.
This is a list of things that women have fucked up. Okay?
Okay.
What have women fucked up? Well, first of all, Valerie Jarrett's fucking up the White House. Okay? Get her out of there. Never elected. Woman. That's kind of grabbing at straws, but I had to throw her name in there. All right, here's a classic one. Soccer. Women screwed soccer up. Yep. Get those girls in there, it turns into a pansy sport. Next thing you know, no one's watching. You know, in the 1800s, sports was for children. They didn't have adults doing sports too much. Baseball was one of the first ones to break the nut on that. What else have women ruined? I can tell you another one.
I got one.
Horses. Women have ruined horses. They ain't good for nothing. Used to be old cowboy. Yeah, mean old trusty. Been across the west again. Now, it's Trinity and she's my best friend. I love her. I braid her hair.
I braid her hair and I put glitter on her hooves.
Exactly. So now when you deal with most horses, they don't give you the time of day. You know, if you feed a horse local hay, they won't eat they don't want to eat it. If you give them alfalfa, the good shit, they'll stop eating the local hay. They don't want it. So the old cowboy trick is put a little molasses on that local hay, crap stuff, and they'll eat it. Where did that temperament come from? Goddamn 16-year-old girl spoiling them. So horses. I think Boy Scouts. I think the Boy Scouts will be ruined when girls go in there. Once girls go into the Boy Scouts, it won't be the Boy Scouts anymore.
No, it won't be.
How about the military? We can thank Condoleezza Rice. She's got 2 claims to fame. 3, I guess. State pardon person, scumbag, piano teacher, and the one that cohabitated the military. How's that going in the military?
Well, there's a lot of sexual...
All men are rapists.
Yep, sexual abuse allegations.
No problem. Just zip up your penises in your man vagina and you'll be fine. Don't mention vagina on the show. I don't want to.
Yeah,
Secret Service. What else? The fire department. How do women screw up the fire department? I'll tell you how. Everything's equal. Everything's equal. Once again, some little girl going to carry you down the stairs in a fire? No, she's going to call a man. Now, that reminds me of the flag chick. Now, look, I don't hate women. I'm just stating a fact. Why isn't every chick on a construction crew gets to do the fucking flag? It's the best job. It's the old guy that's been on the crew forever. That's the one he gets to do. The flag job. Nope, not nowadays. Nowadays, when you drive by, guarantee you it's a woman doing the flag. Bunch of men digging in the ditch. So you know what? The guy that's been there forever, he's still down in the ditch. And I'll tell you, equal rights, if you don't speak Spanish, you can't be the foreman. That's foreman, not foreskin. But you can't be in charge of the group. You don't know how to speak Spanish. You got to be bilingual. And after all, they're the jobs that the Americans don't want to work. Women voted against their husbands and voted for Obama. It's a fucking fact. Look it up. Single mothers. Do women have to work? Do they really have to work? What's happened since women have to work now? Just to get by. Maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because it used to be in the old days women could count on being a mother and a wife and a daughter and have family and tradition and take care of her home and take care of her husband. Oh, that's horrible. See how far we are? That's horrible to think that a woman would take care of her children and her husband. But you know what? Go look at the numbers. How many single women on welfare? You know, women's health issues. There's no men's health issues. There's women's health issues. So everything's equal except for that, and this, and that, and family court, and every friggin' thing else. So, yeah. And now, there's 6 women on the Zimmerman jury.
Yeah, a jury of his peers.
Jury of his peers. Bunch of white broads.
Why 6? No, there's a Hispanic woman.
Oh, there's a Hispanic woman.
I think there's a black woman as well.
Is she half white, half Hispanic, or white and Hispanic?
I don't know.
They invented that word for him.
So, why just 6 instead of 12?
Because everyone in the country knew that Obama said that the dead boy looks like his son, so they were jaded. That's all they could come up with was 6.
No, there's got to be some.
There were actually 7 at one time.
An alternate.
Yeah, one was dismissed. They couldn't stand the noose laying on the prosecutor's table. It was bugging them.
What?
Since they're just trying to fucking railroad him. Can you believe it, Sam? Can you fucking believe it? If I was, it doesn't matter. What a defense attorney smorgasbord of wonderful ways to get your client out of trouble. The judge, in a case, tells the jury, by the way, if you don't find him guilty on this one charge that the prosecutor has, dedicated himself to charging you with, you can just make up a lesser crime. It's okay. You can still give him 30 years.
Well, that's a nice alternative.
Let's ask some questions. Who was on top?
Well, it depends on who you ask. There are witnesses on both sides. George Zimmerman was wearing a red shirt. Trayvon Martin was wearing dark clothing, dark hoodie. And depending on who you talk to, either the red shirt was on top or the dark clothing was on top.
Worst thing in the world is an eyewitness. What does the forensics say? Well, let's see. It says that he was shot from a downward position up into the chest and abdomen, and his shirt was 6 inches away from his body. That's leaning forward. And witness, I think number 8 or somebody, I fucking witness saw goddamn Trayvon on top. Let me think here. Broken nose, bleeding from the back of the head. Oh, by the way, you should know that wonderful father, once again, I'm an asswipe because I point out how women have destroyed this country. No problem. But men, just so you know, we're just as guilty. Goddamn father. Trayvon Martin's father was talking to Trayvon about buying guns. There you go.
They said that he was texting. Yeah, he was texting about the buying and selling of weapons. Now, May I just add something here? That, of course, could be an elaboration of a story. He could have been saying, "Son, I don't want you buying guns." That could have been the text, right? He could have. It's not like he was encouraging him, "Hey, yeah, get me one too." He could have been encouraging him not to get involved.
Yeah, right after he got off his pink unicorn. Okay. This is America, man. It's okay. You can live where you want. Let your kids run around at night. He was watching a basketball game. It's cool. Instead of calling 911, calls his mom, Son doesn't come home. Doesn't call police till the next day. Didn't even know he was dead. Goddamn 50 yards from his front door. Didn't even have the wherewithal to go in and check on his son staying at his girlfriend's house. So I guess he was couch surfing. I don't know. It's cool. And Trayvon's not a thug. He's not. He's a 17-year-old kid with gold teeth, saggy pants, photos with him holding guns and weed plants and smoking weed, calling himself the no-limit nigga, telling his girlfriend right before he died that a crazy cracker's following him. Hangs up, doesn't call the cops, doesn't go home. 50 yards or whatever, 50 feet from his goddamn where he's staying, where he's couch surfing. All he had to do is go home. He couldn't run away from him. What does he do? Hides in the bushes, hides in the darkness. Got his goddamn burglary tools in the back. Is there even a case here? Circles back. Broken nose. That's what he says. Punch him in the nose. Goddamn Zimmerman's got a beautiful photo of him with a broken nose. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Would he break his own nose? Come on. There's DNA on fucking Trayvon Martin's fists from his fucking face. Got goddamn cuts on the back of his head saying he was hit on the concrete. He's got a witness. Now there could be a lot of other witnesses like that highfalutin girlfriend of his. Oh, Trayvon Martin. Yes. Now Chantel, I don't remember her name. Can you tell us what Martin was doing? Stenography's asking, what did she say? Can you say that again, please? I'm sorry, can you speak up? He's not in the rain. Oh, he was in the rain. Yeah, he was in the rain. He went over to Maine. Pardon? He went over to Maine. I'm sorry. It's difficult, I understand it. I'm sorry, what'd you say? He went over to Maine. Oh, he went over to the mail area. Yeah, he did it. Yeah. Go sip one, wham, jam, tap, snap, cut the blood, college student. Goddamn college student.
Oh, whatever.
It's a cultural thing. They call each other niggers and crackers. We're not supposed to worry about that. Of course, the food lady, she's found out about the white double standard. So, yes, I'm sorry to call feminism what it is. Sorry. It's the way it goes.
You're going to make a lot of friends this week.
I don't care. It's a cultural thing. No, sorry. If you're black, you can kill people and nobody mentions it. But if you're half white, we're going to hang you. We're going to riot. We're going to have free speech zones set up for the people that are going to go ape shit over their emotions rather than let a court of law settle it because they don't believe in the Constitution. And the sick part is it's taken Zimmerman, what, $250,000 to defend himself on a slam dunk case?
At least.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's bring in a star witness, a prosecuting witness. Let's put this guy in the slammer. Miss, can you tell us what he was saying on the phone right before he died? Yeah, he's talking about mosquitoes. And, I know something about Cuba. I'm sorry, what? Hey, mosquitoes, dad, John, Van Pap, Snappy. Goddamn! What are you, the fucking tar baby from Sambo? Well, I didn't bring it up. I didn't make her talk like that. She's on the stand. She's got her court nails on.
Court nails?
She's kind of enunciated. It's a cultural thing. She's a young girl. She's a smart girl. She in college. It's all good. It's all thug culture. Welcome to America. Martin. He was supposedly shot by that white cracker motherfucker. Well, half-white cracker. Jury, you disregard that last comment. No, Your Honor, actually, it's okay. Pardon? It's okay. It's a cultural thing. These black people talk like that. It's okay. Now, that food lady, that old white bitch, she said something. But, Chris Rock can say whatever he wants.
Are you talking about Paula Deen?
Paula Deen, yeah. Now, Chris Rock, he said anything he wants. Samuel Jackson, the highest paid actor in the country. President of the United States, black. President of the military, black. You know what I mean? Most highest paid sports figures, black. Highest paid musician, black.
Who's that?
They're all black. I think Prince.
Oh.
Michael Jackson.
Sure.
I mean, what do you fucking want? The equal rights thing, we're done. As a white dude, I don't want to hear how I hate Obama because he's black. Oh, I heard Rocket. He said that women are the problem for everything in America. Yeah, and all black people and anything to do with black, because I'm a white guy talking about it, is all bad. Sorry. I know, it makes everybody uncomfortable because it's not PC. Welcome to the PC show. I'd like to let you know, Sam,
Yes.
that if you have minor complaints regarding the content of my show, I do have an 800 number for content complaint. It's located in Nepal. It's a wonderful Indian city. And I don't mean near the casino. I mean over there in India. Very large country. The one that's currently positioning itself for a war with Pakistan. But you know, we don't want to hear about Islamic people because all Rocket wants to do is kill brown people. That's it. That's what I got out of it. Rag, rag, rag. Whine, whine, whine. I love that guy. Asshole. He's the greatest thing I ever had. He's the greatest. I just love this guy. Fucking cucks. A little passive aggressive there. It's cool. And I'm the... It's cool. Painted the house. No problem. Goddamn painters.
So, along the lines of the Zimmerman trial,
Yeah.
they are preparing for the verdict. Obviously, that could come down any time now. It could come down any time today, tomorrow, or wait until Monday. But the officials of Broward County, down there in Sanford, Florida, they are encouraging the citizens to be vocal and not violent. They've basically designated 2 different parks for peaceful protesting. Regardless of the outcome, they're basically saying, regardless of which side you believe in and regardless of which side you're on, there's a park for you to have a peaceful protest. They have no fucking clue. They have no clue what they're up against.
Not to mention, you don't need a free speech zone. It's called America. Now, I also want to let you know, Sam,
Yes.
since we're talking about Zimmerman in the court, that Avon,
like,
the cosmetics company,
yes?
they're currently having a special for $2.99. You can get black and white mosaic effects for your nails
Yeah.
to create an instant crackle design. This is known to sway juries to hang innocent men.
Crackle or cracker?
You take your choice. One's cultural, one's bigotry. Now it comes in black and white because everything's equal. And gleaming emerald, red lava, blue flash, gold glimmer, plum illusion, and fiery fuchsia. And let's not forget mica. I didn't know mica was a color.
Are you reading my mail?
I am, because I know that a special on fingernail polish is important to our listeners. Because they're men.
That's actually part of the...
I like chicks with nail polish. What can I say?
That's actually part of the diversity of our show.
That's right.
Yeah. Something
You know
for everyone.
how I'm always ragging about babies getting aborted?
Yeah.
I'm always ragging about that, right?
Right.
I'm totally anti-abortion, right?
Right.
Hey, you want to hear a secret?
Okay.
About half of those babies that are aborted are women. That's right. They come in both sexes when they're inconvenient. Just pop out and give them the old snip snip. And you know, there's a doctor out there who'll save you some money, Sam.
How?
He doesn't bother to open the sterilized package with the scissors in it. He just manually twists off the baby's heads with his hands.
Jesus.
He's a saint, that guy.
Jesus, right.
It's cool. It's normal. It's cool. It's liberal.
Wow.
I know. Don't even get me started talking about gay people.
No gays, no abortion, no...
No, you can be gay. You
correct.
can have gays. It's just the gay agenda. They need to get out of the White House. They need to get out of politics.
They need to
You
get
guys
out
have
of
gotten your
Walmart.
parking space. We're good. I don't want you teaching my kids aberrant behavior. Look, I'm willing to accept you. Hey, you want to walk around in T-shirts and jeans and a pair of flip-flops? I don't care. It's all good. You can deliver my mail. You can bake a cake for me at a bakery. I could be friends with you when we're fishing. No problem. But if you're going to go in and start teaching my kids how biological and how normal it is, and the next thing you know, I've got half a dozen little boys in school thinking they're gender identity disordered and wanting to use the girls' bathroom, that's some fucked up shit. And I happen to know for a fact that male behavior in children is now being classified as a sickness. They're being drugged like nobody's business. Have you tried a proper diet? What does a kid eat? Oh, he eats Choritos, Pop-Tarts, and power drinks. He's hyperactive. Yeah, I bet he is. I see the guy in the store buying his goddamn son a bag of donuts. Here you go, son. Here's breakfast. So it's on men, too. But the point is, you got a little boy. Boys are evil. Boys have penises. They're evil. Can't sit still. They're disruptive. If we have our way, we're all going to be drones. So it seems like I'm attacking women. Look, I'm just pointing out a cultural phenomenon. Women make better bakers. Men make better chefs. What's the deal there? They're worried about men getting in a group and talking. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some women on the line in the revolution, but I guarantee you it's going to be a majority of men. Backed by good women and hard booze. So I'm not beating on women. I'm just pointing out cultural idiosyncrasies that are just observable. It's not my fault. I watched some bison and they were mating. Somehow I'm into it. I just saw it. It's an observation. Don't kill the messenger. But they can prove right now that women voted against their husbands. Mitt Romney was no fucking choice, that's for sure. But if you look at the numbers, wasn't gays. Nope. Wasn't Hispanics even. Nope. It was women. And who were they? Married women. And the majority of them voted against their husband. There you go. No problem. Single mom, no problem. Dyke, no problem. We'll put you in charge. What's in the news, Sam? Now that I've alienated 67% of the audience. And remember, you can send your complaints to 1-800 Rocket Radio Show Content Complaint Line located in Nepal. And they'll be glad to make a record of your discomfort with things that don't jive with your fucking worldview. Go to another goddamn station. Stop your whining. Anyway, what's in the news, babe?
Well,
on a happier note. I'm bringing the audience up. You see that, right?
Yeah, I see that.
You go up, you go down. Torture technique.
So, there's nothing happy in the news.
Okay.
But, there's another victim, another death as a result of the plane crash in San Francisco.
Oh, the San Francisco blunder. Well, it's no wonder to me that the fire truck ran him over. They covered the goddamn victims in foam. I don't know about you, but when I have a sucking chest wound and I'm laying on a tarmac after being ejected from a commercial airliner at 500 miles an hour and I can't breathe, I really don't like having an 18-inch layer of foam poured over my body. I'd rather burn than drown. It's cool. They put them out of their misery. After all, they were Chinese. Ran right over them with the fire truck. And, by the way, did I or did I not tell you that the day it happened?
You did.
Thank you.
You did. You're always right.
During the investigation, they realized Rocket was right.
So I have some not so interesting news.
What else is in the news?
Well, did you hear about the girl from the UK that had the $6,000 phone bill because she was posting pics on Facebook?
I used to be a normal person.
No, do tell.
Well, of course, her family was on vacation in New York City. And in an effort to get, here's pics of my family vacation, and she's posting pictures of the Empire State Building and the, Statue of Liberty and all these other things. And the entire time she wasn't on data roam. And so she was racking up all of these international charges. And her parents got a $6,000 phone bill. Wow, that's interesting, Samantha.
That's amazing. You know what's funny about people that take that many pictures?
What's that?
They're pathetic. You get home, you look at the pictures, and look, it's Amy near the bridge. Look, it's Amy on the sidewalk. Look, it's Amy with a stranger. Look how nice that came out. She's standing there with some guy. I'm going to frame it. I'm going to put it in a photo album. Picture. How about the wedding pictures? There you go. You two stand over there. All right, get your gown straight. Divorced.
Well, I'll tell you.
Good thing we have all those. Hey, Sam, you went through this. Remember all your cherished photo albums?
Oh, I do.
It's just like getting fired and they escort you out of the building.
Oh, yeah.
You throw all those in the trash.
Yeah. I took some of the pictures out and sent them back to the children.
That's nice of you, so they could remember the hell they went through. That's good.
Nice.
I actually kept a few. I mean, I've been married before. I have a busload.
A busload?
Yeah, apparently